This is Gunatilaka against the seam. Square of the wicket is his strength. That's where he peppers the ball, but has the ability to go down the ground as well. So complete player. And why he's been able to be consistent and keep scoring those runs, because he plays good cricketing shots.
I like that spot in front of square on the offside. 20% of his runs in that region. It's always nice to see when you see a left-hander do that. Got to make sure that doesn't go anywhere near the stumps. In the old days, that used to be quite a frantic little scramble. Was that in your day, Russ?
Old days?
And yeah, in the old days. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
it was a long time ago when he played.
Scramble means you've got to talk to Roshan. There was no scramble in our days.
In Roshan's days. In the old days, they used to rush and go and pick it up, and you could be out if it lodged in the top of the pad.
A slip for Ihsan Ali. Angelo Matthews getting the ball to wobble around. We saw that right through the Colombo Kings innings.
Laurie Evans' comment to me was really interesting. This fact that the ball is swinging more than anywhere else in this tournament.
No, we keep saying
sure that doesn't go anywhere near the stumps. In the old days, that used to be quite a frantic little scramble. Was that in your day, Russ?
The pressure is released.
That was a long time ago when he played.
And that will be the punch that the Galle Gladiators need. Scramble means you've got to talk to Roshan. Forget the fishing today, go batting.
No fishing outside the off stump.
Angelo Matthews getting the ball to wobble
First
around.
Over done, 5 for
we
9.
saw that right through the Colombo Kings innings.
Laurie Evans' comment to me was really interesting. This fact that the ball is swinging more than anywhere else in this tournament.
Now we keep saying Danushka Gunatilaka is key, but it really, if an Ihsan Ali or Azam Khan comes off, the pressure is released, and that will be the punch that the Galle Gladiators need. Forget the fishing today, go batting. The punch that the Galle Gladiators need.
No fishing outside the off-stump. 11 circle MVP of the tournament. These are collective points. First over done, 5 for 9.
করোনাভাইরাস মোকাবেলায় রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা বৃদ্ধি করে
one. Shanik at number 2 is a good tournament. Hasaranga at number 3. Evans on the sidelines at 4. And Gunaratne has had a good tournament too at number 5. The Tuskers.
Ashan Priyanjan. Now he's not been the best against spin when you compare how he's gone about it against the other type of bowlers. Ashan Priyanjan is clever, bowls it slow, mostly through the air, angles it in.
The cries of catch it, big yells of catch it. No one's in the game though, it's a 1 bounce 4. Wasn't that far away.
Priyanjan firing it in, but he's been generally good in the power plays. He's been impressive as an off-spinner.
Sliced it just a wee bit.
এতে রয়েছে
to put pressure on.
ধরন অনুযায়ী ওয়াশিং অপশন আর স্টিম
about talking about Danushka Gunatilaka scores at 149 against the pace, medium pace. This is favoured, but at the moment the spin is favoured as well. Strikes at 120 generally, but today man possessed against the spin.
Drifting down the leg side, 2 men inside the circle, so that becomes easy for Danushka Gunatilaka, who's generally good with the sweep. So that became an easier option. But this man has to walk a very thin line, very tight line. Angelo Matthews. Wickets is the key. We've spoken about it. Only way.
I'm not sure why they wouldn't be bowling their best bowler in this situation. Surely Gunatilaka is the man they need to get out. I'm not sure why Udana's not having the bowl. This might be out though. He is out. Priyanjan has picked him up. That is a huge wicket. Case Ahmed has taken the catch.
Well, you see, Hazy, why? Obviously, they were bowling to a plan. They had an idea, as Russell said. Danushka Gunatilaka hasn't really enjoyed spin too much. And the big fish, the man we were talking about, has to go.
The Colombo Kings might have had a plan, but this is poor batting. He's got 2 boundaries in the over already, and he slog sweeps straight to Case Ahmed in the deep, the only fielder in the deep. Did you need to take him on and take that fielder on? Gunathilaka had a good tournament, but today he goes for 13. 13 for 1, the Galle Gladiators.
Come on, Lamai. Boys, come on, boys. Fix it. Hadi. Come on, Alce.
Time for the skipper, Roger Paksa. I'm scratching my head. I'm with you, Russell. I don't understand that at all. There was no need to play that stroke. Oh, that's through. That's gone through, and it's 4 runs. That's not going to make the bowler particularly happy at all. 12 runs off that over, but the important wicket of Gunathilaka, 17 for 1. Their mainstay is gone. Now that swung in a lot. Is the finger going up? No, too much. Angelo Matthews also signals too much. That is considerable movement again.
Well, this is what we were talking about. This is what it offers. And that's why this 150 is going to be an interesting score. With the bowling attack the Colombo Kings have, they'll be tough.
174 is the lowest score successfully defended in the Lanka Premier League. That was also defended by the Colombo Kings against the Jaffna Stallions.
Bowled him. That is a beauty. That is a wonderful delivery. We have got excessive swing today, and look at the smile on Angelo Matthews.
2 important wickets, both openers gone. Russell Arnold spoke about the importance of the likes of Ali and the rest standing up and scoring some runs. Not to be.
Again, a loose shot trying to hit on the up when you know it's swinging. He did come across his stance a wee bit. That didn't swing. That was just the angle. Here's an Ali gone for not swinging. If it did come across his stance a wee bit, that didn't swing. That was just the angle. Here's an Ali gone for not swinging. If it did come across his stance a wee bit, that didn't swing. That was just the angle. Here's an Ali gone for not swinging. If it did come across his stance a wee bit, that didn't swing. That was just the angle. Here's an Ali gone for not swinging. If it did come across his stance a wee bit, that didn't swing. That was just the angle. Here's an Ali gone for not swinging. If it did come across his stance a wee bit.
Azam Khan is not going to be able to play his natural game. He likes to get after the bowling straight away. They cannot afford to lose another wicket quickly. He's going to have to be a little bit circumspect. Only 2 allowed outside the circle. 2 balls into the 3rd over. 17 for 2 and in trouble now.
Mum's here. Mrs. Moin Khan. Off the mark straight away. Bit of weight. Go on. Oh, good work. Tixila de Silva. That's the desperation you need. Yes, there's a little bit of help on the pitch, but you're going to have to support your bowlers because you don't have a big score. Did mention the highest score defended successfully, 174. That was also in a day game where you're able to hold the ball and grip it better.
Here's a look at the degree of swing tonight compared to all other matches. Twice as much.
Couple of wickets down, the runs are coming, but it's got to be said, two very loose shots which have now put the Galle Gladiators under pressure. When you know it's moving, you need to cover it a lot better. And do you need to go after the bowling right now?
Chasing a target of 150, you've just got to get a good start. That's the most important thing. Make sure you've got a platform to work with. Hard down the ground. That's nicely struck, and that's gone for 4.
Good shot, Azam Khan. Powerful hit. Covered the line. Because opportunities will come, and if you do not give the opposition wickets, they'll have to search. That's when the mistakes will occur. No problem with the run rate. They're running along nicely.
Likes to hit it on the up. The length was right for Azam Khan.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's a magnificent shot. That's a mile 11 circle champion shot, if ever I've seen one. What a way to finish the over. 10 from it, a couple of wonderful boundaries. 27 for 2.
Oh, this is very good. It's coming towards the ball in an attempt to cut the swing. Matthews goes wide. That plays into the hands of Azam Khan. Because from that wide, the ball's not going to swing. If you look carefully, the swing is more or less wicket to wicket.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's a magnificent shot. On top of those skyscrapers have spoilt that picture as far as the Gladiators are concerned. So 3 overs gone, 27 for 2 it is. So look at his strike rate in this tournament, 189. Doesn't mess around, Azam Khan.
See, that's been his strength, Azam Khan's strength. He's been brutal when he gets going. Look at this.
Come on, boy.
Back-to-back boundaries. He's charged down the pitch. As Russell said, reached for it. This is Bhanuka Rajapaksa. That has gone a mile. Very good shot indeed.
Oh, this batsman, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, he's full of class. We haven't seen the best of him, but very, very talented. Good use of the feet, clean strike. He'll surprise you. The last few games, he's been quietly getting a few runs, so he'll be feeling good. But that's a statement. Colombo Kings, catch it if you can. They don't want it even in the dugout.
Quick single, good running. Good understanding, no hesitation.
Yeah, there was a bit of a signal from the umpire. I'm a little confused.
Come on, guys.
That's such confidence going down that track. Very quick on his feet. So 7 runs off half the over. And more. They want more. There's 6 more. Bank those.
Oh yes, they're doing it nicely. This is very good. New heroes for the Galle Gladiators. Use of feet, put pressure under. On the spin, Ashan Priyanjan, Case Ahmed, Dushmantha Chamira, they'll have to come into the attack earlier and search for wickets. They won't be able to settle in with what the Gladiators are doing at the moment. 4 more. 4 more. Took it off the stumps. But if you make contact, it's brilliant.
A good ploy by the Galle Gladiators. They're going after the spinner. They found Matthews difficult to, not difficult to manage, but Matthews has bowled well. He's got a bit of movement. But Priyanjan, by contrast, has been easier.
I'm not sure I like that last shot, by the way. Didn't need to do that. A couple of big sixes this over. 17 off it so far, 1 ball remaining. Slides that foot behind the crease, so everything's safe. That's a huge over, 17, 44 for 2.
Well, we've spoken about the Lanka Premier League, the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League, and this is the governing council that has worked really hard to make it happen, with the president, the vice presidents, and all the office bearers in it, including the CEO. So they'll be pleased with the results they've achieved so far in the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. It's organized against odds.
And we've got another one as well. Season number 2 coming up. That's also the great news. It's going to be in July, August of 2021. So well done to the governing council. Players, speaking of the players, they have loved it. They really have.
Angelo Matthews is going to have to produce something special. He's got 3 frontline bowlers available at the moment. He's gone to one of them. Isrudana, basically a pro at this level. Slower balls, quicker variations. Angelo Matthews is also off the field. Dushmantha Chamira is the other wicket-taking option, and Case Ahmed. Now, Andre Russell is also not on the field.
I can't see the blue and yellow shoes. That's what I'm looking for. I can't see them.
So that's Angelo Matthews getting some treatment. We don't see Andre Russell even in that area. So that's a bowling option, a very good bowling option for later in the game. So the Galle Gladiators, needing 107 off 94, just need to use half a brain here.
Oh, it's beautifully bowled. Medana is such a class act. He's very experienced. He's learnt a lot, knows his trade so well. He will be key.
Well, the Colombo Kings have used Dushmantha Chamira quite well in the middle overs. Interesting to see who will bowl the 6th. Could be Quez Ahmed. But those two have combined quite well in the middle overs. They've got wickets, they've attacked, they've been aggressive. They also had the option of Amila Aponso, the left-arm spinner.
Plays for Ragama. Isrudana opting to go full, not allowing the bowler to get the batsman to get underneath it.
Azam Khan doesn't need to do anything silly here. 1 off the over so far. Treat him with the respect he deserves, I think. That's the name of the game. No fishing outside the off stump from Azam Khan. Here's a tweet that Azam Khan put up earlier. One of my favourite fast bowlers of the game. I've always dreamt of playing against you. The picture on the left is when I came to meet you as a fan. After 6 years, I met you as a player, a true inspiration to me and to many others. So there's Dale Steyn on the right, just the other night actually, when they were having that chat about their fishing, and they had the chat in the middle about their fishing, and then of course when they were younger. How old was he? 6 years ago, when he was 6. Chipped away. That's nice. That's a lovely Twitter page from Azam Khan. That's what these franchise situations are all about. Good stuff, guys. 47 for 2.
Game on here. 150 for 9 after being put in the Colombo Kings. Daniel Bill Drummond 70. But wonderful bowling. The bowlers well used by Bhanuka Rajapaksa. The best 3 for 32 Lakshan Sandakan in the middle overs. Always makes a difference if you can pick up wickets in the middle overs, and usually it's a wrist spinner who does it for you. Decent start for the Galle Gladiators, 2 soft wickets, but Bhanuka Rajapaksa and now Azam Khan have got them back on track. Changing the commentary box. Darren Ganga and Amir Sohail have slipped in next to me. The ball's been thrown to Dushmanta Chamira.
Important passage of the play. Here's the fishing man. Azam Khan likes fishing. He doesn't have to do that while he's batting.
He eats them all up. Oh dear, did all the hard work, got to it, but couldn't get the hands in the right place. Tikshila De Silva, 50 up for the Galle Gladiators and a life for the captain.
What an opportunity. Gonna miss. Fielder did the hard yards, but in the end, hard hands didn't allow him to finish the job.
He got there, but couldn't make up his mind how he should take it. Got his hands in a wrong position there.
Both legs were off the ground when the ball made contact with his hands. Instability, you would say. There he goes again. Big shot. Falls short. Evades the fielders.
They've run only one.
The Galle Gladiators, they have decided they're going to keep on attacking the bowlers. And they are providing few chances in the process. Was in the air for a long time, and yes, should have been 2. Poor running.
They really don't need to. They need to look around. They got to see who's on the field, who's not. They're a bowler short today. Play it smart.
Again, a miscued shot. This time hitting high on the bat. Flirting with danger, you would say.
When you talk about the run rate, they're okay there. What they need to do out there in the middle is just negate the chances of wickets taken by the opposition. That's the only way they're going to come back into this game.
I just feel they're trying to capitalize on the power play overs. 3 balls to go. And hence they're having a swing. But I'm sure if they get to the 6th over, that the approach will change. Tournament Director and Vice President Ravindra Kramaratna.
At times you have to approach this situation intelligently. The required run rate at the start of the innings was 7.55. It's 7.91. And on a pitch like this, it shouldn't be a problem. Just bat intelligently.
The captain is out there, so there's an opportunity for him to control the partnership. 35 from 21 so far. I like the counter-attacking play from Azam Khan. He's just put the pressure back onto the bowlers from this Colombo Kings side.
Well, massive delivery in the context of the game. The wicket changes this game hopeful, the batsman. Well, he wants to have a go, doesn't need to. That's flown way above the keeper's head. Chamiro's strength working against him because it's good pace, it's good bounce. It flies. That's the breathing space for the Galle Gladiators.
Easy runs. It's 5 fights. Should take a lot of pressure off these batsmen. That was pitched too short. It was even very difficult for the wicketkeeper.
Average power play score has been 51 for 2. Gladiators ahead.
This time should be out. A man settles. And Udana takes the cut. So eventually Chamira striking and getting rid of the dangerous Azam Khan.
Russell, you called it. That the last delivery of the over is going to be very important in the context of the game. It was the wide, but this last delivery has seen something else, which Colombo Kings wanted, a wicket.
Slower delivery. He's run his fingers over the leg cutter. And they had got 5 wides the previous over, previous delivery. You could see it coming. You could see it coming. And they've just allowed the Colombo Kings back into the game. Not an option at this time when you're going so well. Azam Khan gone for 21. The Galle Gladiators are 57 for 3.
Rachige, the new batsman, spoke extensively about Azam Khan overcooking it a bit in his approach, being ultra aggressive. 80 average of 30 in T20 cricket. But maybe the Galle Gladiators, they're familiar with the weather forecasts. They're very mindful of rain being in the air. I'm seeing a little bit of the ground staff just mobilizing a bit.
But it wasn't needed. 5 wides, and then this. Azam Khan, if he has to improve as a batsman, he has to change his approach. He has to learn how to hit boundaries. He thinks about hitting sixes, and his father is annoyed. He didn't like it, even a single bit. But he enjoyed it. Chamira.
Need a partnership here. You mentioned the rain, the drizzle, because now the Colombo Kings getting back to the mark because they want to get through some overs. You look at the scoreboard, Dakwatoi's pass score is there for the end of this over. It's now 54, but if they hadn't lost a wicket, they would have had probably 10-15 runs in their advantage. So in any sense, even if the rain was to come, don't give wickets at this stage. But the ground staff, they are active as well. Sana Arachige has been a great find for Galle. Probably his 3rd game, came into bat. We saw him bat very nicely. Good cricket shots. He's bowled well, fielded well. He's been a live wire. One of those players who's made a difference to this team. Plays for the NCC. This is because that wicket fell. If not, that would have been in the low 40s.
And a miss. Good channels. Udana understanding the importance of getting through his deliveries. Just to change the pass score. In the Duckworth Lewis Stern method.
Yeah, flags atop were a limb at the moment throughout the night. Now the breeze has kicked up. Hence, we are witnessing a bit of movement of the surface for the bowler. That's what we call game awareness.
We do come out for rain. We have a result. This is the 7th over. Minimum is 5 overs.
Jog your memories back. These two teams played in an abbreviated game earlier in the tournament. End of the 7th, 60 for 3. Reminder of that earlier game when Colombo Kings came up against the Galle Gladiators. Kings got to 96 for 1. The back of a swashbuckling half-century from Andre Russell. Won the game.
Colombo Kings, they need a wicket. If the rain continues and the players go off, wicket in this over can save their night.
Slip awaits for Chamira. By the end of 8, the pass score has now gone up to 60. Remember, pass score means you need 1 run more than that. At the moment, Galle ahead. If they lose another wicket, that pass score becomes 66 at the end of 8.
You'll see Chamira working his hardest to pick up a wicket here. Oh, very close, very close. Direct hit was needed.
How do you play it as a batsman, as a fielding team? The batting team have put themselves under pressure all of a sudden. Do they go after it? Do they defend? Rajapaksa doing it nicely. Just keep chipping away. That's what you do.
Come, Russell, tell us a bit about the weather. You're the local man. When can we expect rain?
Serious game on. Do not joke. Nobody trusts my weather reports.
Well, you can try, eh?
I'd rather call the game like I saw Azam Khan about to get out. I'd stick to that.
That's disappointing, Russell. Shy away from the challenge thrown to you.
Life is a challenge in itself.
Philosophical.
That's nicely played. I like what Arachige did. He went across his stumps and worked it into the gap. This is what they need to do. Chip away. Get closer to that target.
Goes straight to the fielder and over. Over the head of the fielder in that sweeper boundary. It was going very fast.
My 11th circle champion shot, I'm telling you, that went for 4. If I saw it right from here, Tikshila De Silva had walked in, misjudged it. Of course, it's hard because look at it travel. It was flat. He's come in a little too much. Oh, it's gone over. But if it stayed a foot back, it probably would have hit him in the throat.
Yeah, better effort was needed. Colombo needed a wicket. Here was the opportunity. Gone a miss.
So that call was like my weather call. That's a 6.
I didn't hear your weather call, Roslanal. What are you referring to? Goes again, beats the fielder in that third man position. It's raining boundaries at the moment.
Oh, he's batted beautifully. He has approached the situation positively. He hasn't allowed any opportunity to go amiss. He's been flailing the bat beautifully, the captain, Rajapaksa.
Very risky. That's clever batting. Look at the way he opens the face of the bat to get it backward off square. Now they're ahead again. Now they need to just getting back to knocking it around. Nothing silly. Raining boundaries, you said. Galle wouldn't mind that. But Colombo would. 74 for 3.
$74 for 3, Galle Gladiators, requiring a further 77 from 72. Interesting piece of stat. Only 4 dot balls in the innings so far. Very good rotation of strike by the Galle Gladiators.
That's what they need to keep doing because they've got ahead. Now, why isn't Case Ahmed into the attack yet? Generally, he's in by now. And it's a time they need wickets.
It was understandable if he didn't know how to bowl a googly. There are 2 left-handers out there in the middle. Now, captains do become reluctant. But he's got that flipper, googly, everything. He's an attacking option. Oh, got it. Got him. We were talking about Kaz. And here you go. Priyanjan has done a great job.
He walked into that shot and missed it totally. So they just keep losing wickets and missing a trick. The Galle Gladiators. Who needs Case Ahmed when Priyanjan can get you wickets? It's a wide signal too. But a big blow. The equation changes once more. Bhanuka Rajapaksa. He's walked past one. Now he walks back for 33. 75 for 4, the Galle Gladiators. Well, everyone needs a breather, that's for sure. Get your act together. Even the batsmen. Yes, strategic timeout.
end of the strategic timeout. And as we continue into the 9th over, Zamkhan was dismissed in the 6th over. And then the captain, Rajapaksa, in the 9th. Just running past one. Arm ball that went down the leg side.
Another one.
He's gone. Indecision, miscommunication. It's all happening here.
Oh dear, the Galle Gladiators, what are they doing? What are they doing? The 2 was never on. Arachige wanted it all the while. It was Shehan Jayasuriya who hesitated. But it was Arachige's call. They're digging a hole for themselves. Oh boy. It's 5 down here in Hambantota. The Galle Gladiators lose another. Shahan Arachige was looking good. He's gone for .77 for 4.
Come on, boy! Come on, boy! Come on, boy!
Ruan Siri, the only change to this Galle Gladiators team from the last match. Comes in a tense period in the game.
From a very bright situation, Galle Gladiators, they have made it dull for themselves. Losing the plot allowed the opposition to come back into the game in a grand fashion, picking up 2 quick wickets. Great work behind the stumps from Chandimal, and then this fielding effort, changing the complexion of the game.
On debut, Chanaka Ruan Siri. Pressure situation. 73 to get off 69, but they're losing wickets. They're making it harder and harder for themselves. He's off the mark straight away.
Of course, the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. My 11 Circle, an app where you can make your fantasy cricket team and play with real champion cricketers. All you need to do is download the app from www.my11circle.com and start playing. Not like this. Oh, you lose your wicket. Must also give credit to Aponzo in the manner in which he threw the ball. Feeling coaches will be happy on the bounce just over the bail.
Need to make sure they get close to this target. Can't be a hero straight away, you know. Slow, lowish target, but once you start moving, get closer, stay in the game. Get all your batsmen into it. Not leave too much till the end, but Gladiators need to keep chipping away. These 2 especially.
Haven't seen Keith Ahmed as yet. And that's another good solid 4 overs remaining for the Colombo Kings. 9 gone, 81 for 5. Rajapaksa, the captain, top scoring in the innings so far for Galle Gladiators. 33 from 17. 70 more required from 66.
They need a new hero, the Galle Gladiators. Angelo Matthews is back into the attack. Change of ends.
Just looking to bowl a quiet over, Angelo Matthews. And just trying to ramp up the pressure before he introduces that leg spinner, wicket-taking option.
Yeah, I mentioned that he's not into the attack yet and a little surprised because generally around the 6th over he's in. But it's also working in a positive for the Colombo Kings. The fact that Qais Ahmed will have many overs towards the back end of the innings. So that's also a positive.
Yeah, two fresh batsmen at the crease, and I think it's a very good move by the captain.
And it's working because the Galle Gladiators keep giving wickets. Hence, Qais Ahmed being held back is a massive positive for the Colombo Kings.
We have word from Colombo Kings. Andre Russell slipped in the dressing room, will not take any further part in the game. And that's one bowling option not available to Angelo Matthews.
They also have the left arm spin of Amila Oponsu from Radhana CC if they want to.
Yeah, plenty to think for these two. They need to forge a partnership. At the moment, it's quite difficult.
Required rate 6.5. So you don't have to work too hard. Next 3-4 overs, keep knocking it around 6-0, get closer to that target. That's what you need to do.
Just going past the outside edge, getting more and more tense. Remember, it's a semi-final. The team that wins today goes straight through into the final.
That was a good delivery, leaving the batsman deviation of the surface. It's all happening for Colombo Kings. Desperately looking for a wicket. They got two.
Suddenly the wicket a minefield. That's all to do with the pressure that's been created.
I reckon that was a cross-seam delivery. How often have we seen this from bowlers? Using the cross-seam to get extra bounce.
That's what you call experience, Darren. A bit of rain around. Angelo Matthews, no. If there is a bit of moisture on the pitch, crossing can bring a lot on the table.
Last delivery. Wouldn't be a dot, a single to end the over. Just 2 runs from it. 83 for 5 at the halfway stage. Young man from Afghanistan, Qais Ahmed, 11 wickets to his name. He's been a real live wire with the ball and bat for this Colombo Kings team. Mike Hazeman, Roshan Abasinga. What can we expect from him today?
Well, what a luxury for starters that you can lose your game breaker at this stage. Really is quite extraordinary. There's the work that he does is unbelievable. He's got a bag of tricks, a couple of wickets in the last game. He's got the wrong one, he's got the standard leggy. We saw him pick up a wicket as well with a flipper. And he's hard to pick.
I think Colombo Kings are closing in on the kill. Bringing in the leg spinner. He's an attacking option. And they're into the second half of the Galle Gladiators batting. So at best this pair and Dhananjay Lakshan maybe Mohammad Amir, but really the rest
Too much, buddy.
is going to be tough.
Sweeping.
And let's also not forget that every dot ball is going to add on with pressure.
Well done.
The asking rate will keep climbing, and
Andy.
it will just force the batsman to do different things, and with it, possibly wickets.
Russell Arner just told me it's not going to rain again tonight too, so there's a bit of news from him regarding the weather. Oh, sorry, Russ.
But I thought he also said that his weather forecast is hopeless.
Well, clearly it is. The ground staff are getting ready.
He's a little bit confused. You've got to forgive Russell today.
What is he confused about?
Everything. No, just the weather. Only the weather.
Little drizzle around. Case Ahmed continues. Slashed away through the offside. I'm surprised he's not using a slip for the left-hander. He's opted for the short mid-wicket, which tells me that he's trying to bowl straighter lines.
See the eye.
We just need to look at the Duckworth-Lewis, I think. The Duckworth-Lewis and Stern. At the end of this over, they need to be 87. End of this over, they need to be 87 to be above. 84 for 5 at the moment.
The irony was, at the end of the innings, Galle Gladiators were the happier of the two teams.
+1. 88 they need, of course.
Swings away to leg, swings away to leg. Again, Galle from the leggy, just flighting it a bit, using his conventional leg break to good effect.
So this is pressure. Well, obviously the batsmen have an eye on that DL score. They know it's drizzling. So it is really a tough time if you're a batsman here.
Skyer, everyone is running for it. Case Ahmed dives. And it goes a-begging. Was a difficult chance. Went high into the air. You had about 3 fielders converging.
I think the problem here was there were about 3 fielders also calling. Case Ahmed, he was the one that wanted it. The other guys were converging, but he was all over this if it could be. He couldn't settle. That was his problem. Might have just got a fingertip. That's all. Dive in the swimming pool at the last minute. So now we've got one ball to go, and the score is 86 for 5. One more run will tie the situation. Now this is the umpires will try and stay out as long as possible. So scores are tied at the moment. 87 for 5.
Slight drizzle, evidence of the rain. 64 from 54 required by the Galle Gladiators if they are to win. This Duckworth-Lewis Stern score will put pressure on both teams.
See, what Galle Gladiators will have to be careful of is not lose wickets. Just keep losing wickets, that will change. Now this is the par. You've got to have one more to that.
At the end of the over coming. Right, now the best thing about all this is we've got Kumar Dhanasena as an umpire here. He will make sure the players stay out there as long as they possibly can. He will control things out there.
Ruan Siri under pressure, playing in his first game. And the likes of Angelo Matthews, Isuru Dana, Dushmantha Chamira. So the bowling resources are very good for the Colombo Kings. Now Kumar Dhanasena, he's just having a word, but I don't think there's anything to worry at the moment.
He's just chatting in his walkie-talkie, I think, talking to the third umpire, maybe the match referee, who knows. Chatting to someone upstairs who is important. Ground staff are at the ready.
Angelo Matthews just aborting his run again, touching that right hamstring that we saw in the last match. Had it strapped up. Spoke about it being precautionary.
He seemed to be struggling. Remember the last match, he was not padded up to bat. And then he spoke about the tightening of that hamstring.
So the Galle Gladiators need to get 6 runs here and not lose a wicket to be ahead at the end of this over. Oh, he's in trouble. He can't bowl. Now that's not good news for the Kings. Who's he going to get to bowl? Udana's going to bowl.
This is a big blow. Very big blow. I mentioned earlier Andre Russell not on the field because of him slipping in the dressing room. Did something to his back, so that was initially 1 bowler down. Now Angelo Matthews, the captain, into his 4th and final over with just 1 delivery. Bowled, also having to leave the field.
Shamir it is. This looks like he's going to bowl the last, not Udana. The other guy's doing some stretching as well. So this rain, I don't think it's getting any heavier. That's the good news about this, even though there's extra time being taken. So Matthews is going to a extra cover-ish region at the moment. He's not going to be able to run after it too much. There's Udana providing some advice now. Certainly got some definite ideas there, Udana.
Not to get too far ahead of myself, but if this Colombo Kings team qualifies for the final, they'll have a lot of injury concerns.
They're certainly carrying a few wounded soldiers. But also the umpires may have to intervene at this stage with the drizzle. They'll have to quicken things up. They can't afford the fielding side to take their time over things. They'll have to start moving quickly. Well, they brought in a slip, because obviously they're looking at wickets too. Another wicket would make it very difficult. And it's Ruan Seri who's on the field and it's on strike.
Angelo Matthews leaving the field. Very sad, very unfortunate for Colombo Kings.
Case Ahmed is now captain. No, he's not. I made that up. I'm sure it's going to be Tanimalo to take over the reins. Chimera.
Quick single taken. Comfortably in the end.
The utter confusion. Absolute confusion here. Obviously the Galle Gladiators need runs, and if they can have a few boundaries, it will serve as a huge plus. But then they're toying between runs and also making sure that they survive.
They've got to stay ahead of this Duckworth-Lewis stern rate. They have to.
One way is not losing wickets.
Yeah. It still means they've got to make sure they get to 93 at the end of this over for 5. If they lose a wicket, suddenly that's going to rocket up to maybe 90. Just correction, maybe 100.
Punched away. The other thing, all bowlers will be mindful that the ball is quite damp. They will need to spend a little extra few seconds to dry the ball to ensure that their grip is sound.
Bit of good news is the ground staff are starting to settle down a little bit, even if the birds aren't. The egrets aren't, but the ground staff are.
It's been 19 balls without a boundary. That's the kind of pressure that has been created by the Colombo Kings.
Comfortably played down to the 3rd-man region.
Chamira and the leg spin obviously are attacking options. And they've been used very well in this tournament so far. There have been a few changes, but generally these two have been very good in the middle.
I'm surprised Angelo Matthews opted for Chimera. That will mean that he has 1 over left and less in his complement of 4. Maybe Aponzo would have been a better option, having a full complement of 4 overs.
I think he was worried about the Duckworth-Lewis and Stern rate. I think that was his main issue. He wanted to make sure it was a tight over and also perhaps a wicket-taking over, I think. There was 5 balls to go.
Nicely negotiated. So every single over now will produce an equation that both teams will play towards. Yes, also they should take a look at the ground staff and get a cue as to what the weather says at the moment.
It start to climb now with Colombo getting to 150. May not be a huge climb, but it will start. So this is the time that the Galle Gladiators will also have to look for a few more runs. May not be boundaries, but at least be a bit active, singles, twos, making sure that they don't give too many dot balls. Just 3 runs in this over so far.
Glove down the leg side. Enough on it to get a boundary to end the over. That's a good result for Galle Gladiators. 7 runs from the over. 12 gone, 94 for 5.
Angelo Matthews quite clearly just providing a bit of assistance from the side, which is fine. There's no dramas with that. It's bemused why tennis coaches can't do that. Tennis coaches are not allowed to coach from this grandstand of their charges. I don't understand that. Why not? What's so wrong with that? Anyway, that's the story. The Gladiators need 57 more from 48 balls. After 12 overs, the Colombo Kings were 78 for 4. Gladiators are 94 for 5.
Kes Ahmed into his 2nd over, just conceding 4 from his first. I've been in these situations playing T20 cricket with the rain threatening. Still think your primary focus has to be on winning the game, scoring the remaining runs. Yes, your peripheral view will be on the Duckworth-Lewis par score, but still there is a bigger goal to achieve, and that should be primary.
Absolutely, I think that's spot on. You can't be looking at this Duckworth-Lewis and then looking to plan your innings. Touched it down. That was ball quite slow by the leg spin, and it kept rather low as well. The attempted googly. Just holding its line, the angle, I thought. So this is going to be the problem for them. At the moment, it's just singles.
The required rate was 6, it's now gone to 7.3. So slowly with every over, with the economy that we've seen from the bowlers, the pressure is building for the Galle Gladiators.
I guess the other way they're looking at things as well as using the Duckworth-Lewis and Stern rate as a target that they've got. And yes, that's what they've got to work towards. They've now got the 97th required, and they've still got 2 balls to go. That's the par score. So if they continue with that, I mean, they'll be there and thereabouts. Yes, they'll get the odd bad ball they can put away.
The best thing for the Galle Gladiators now is to expect rain. Considering the batting left, I mean, they don't really have too much of batting beyond Dhananjay Lakshan. So if they can get rain at this stage, well, that would be a very good option, as long as they are ahead.
Lofted drive straight to the fielder, should be taken, yes, catch taken. Kes Ahmed strikes. How often have we seen this?
It's the game breaker. He's in the game again. He's just one of those guys. When he gets into the attack, it's never too long before he gets into the wickets column. It's a well-flighted delivery. Cannot resist trying to go over the top. A little bit of movement. Not out of the screws by any means. And a simple catch taken. Brilliant stuff from Udana. Correction, Ahmed. Goes for 9. 98 for 6.
Is there a shift in the control of this match? Is it in the direction of Colombo Kings? Or do you think Galle Gladiators are still in control? Make your pick.
8 runs better off at this stage than the Colombo Kings were, but they've lost 2 more wickets. That's the compounding problem.
And now the duckfoot pass goes up to 107. Straight away, 9 runs.
Everyone's settled down, so we can forget about that. I think the ground staff are not concerned about the rain anymore, so I think we can just sort of worry about the outcome now for a bit with these 7 overs to go. They've got hard yards here. 4 wickets in hand only.
53 or 42 is very gettable. But what you need is wickets. When you talk of wickets, you need batsmen. Unfortunately, if you look at that Galle batting lineup, they batted deep. This is another look of that last wicket to Ansari.
Yeah, Roshan, if you back the 20 overs, I'm confident that this Galle Gladiators team could score 151 and win the game. So there's no pressure for you to play and take excessive risks, I would think, as a batting unit. More pressure on the bowling side. Oh dear, oh dear.
What were you saying there, Darren?
More pressure on the bowling side. Why are you doing this?
No need to take any risks, you're saying. Wow, that's a huge risk. Look at that. That's gone just past that leg stump. That is quite extraordinary. There's no need to do that. Still 4 wickets in hand.
See, pressure can do funny things to you. As we did just see that. They are certainly under a lot of pressure, this pair of batsmen.
So it's 51 from 39 balls. That's the equation. 4 wickets in hand. If you've got capable batsmen, guys who can just hold up an end, guys who can just push it around a little bit, you should be okay with that sort of total.
100 up now, 100 for 6. The key will be this man, Shehan Jayasuriya. At the moment, 13, 14 now of 17. He will be the key if Galle is to bat the 20 overs and get anywhere close to this 150.
Come on, Ashe.
What we'd expect him to do is to converse with his partner out in the middle. There you go, the current rate 7.3, required rate just 7.8. It's very manageable.
The original rate was 7.5. There are gaps all over the place in T20 cricket at this stage. Captains are worried about boundaries. They're worried about the odd bad ball. They're worried about the ball being a little bit wet. So there are gaps you can see in the background. Pranjan is working hard to try and dry that ball.
Just 4 runs from the over, 1 delivery remaining. What will Jayasuriya do? Uses his feet, brings the ball to the onside. The ball is 2. He will get there comfortably. Very good running. Good end to the over for the Galle Gladiators. 104 for 6.
was a really good bowling performance from the Galle Gladiators earlier today. Sandakan 3 for 32 off his 4. Lakshan 2 for 27. Great to see Tashara back 2 for 27 off his 4 as well. Really checked the Colombo Kings, and has only Bell Drummond with his 7 to got any total whatsoever.
Yes.
47 required from 36 balls and 4 wickets in hand. If you just arrived at the ground now and saw that, you think these guys should win.
One.
Smart
Apo,
batting.
Apo. Belan, Apo. Apo. Bawa, dia dia Malik, dia.
My 11 Circle champion fans. And that's a My 11 Circle app where you can make your team, your fantasy team, win points. Wonderful work in the field. It's Surudana diving to his left.
Oh, he's hurt himself. He's done something. They're falling by the wayside, these boys. Colombo Kings are going to be down a few guys if they get through to the final. What's he done here?
What's going on with the Colombo Kings, guys? The Galle Gladiators have lost wickets.
Andre Russell, Laurie Evans, Angelo Matthews, and hopefully not Nudana.
Well, if he has to go off, they're going to be depleted in the bowling.
Case Ahmed's getting massaged every opportunity.
Medical team has been kept busy. Case Ahmed as well, getting some treatment. What a semi-final we've seen so far. An intense one. Can't pick a winner just yet. Cycle Pure Fair Play Award. Nambula Viking at the top. Lots of work for the Colombo Kings, the Candy Tuskers. Remember, it's about playing in the right spirit of the game. The umpires and officials, they assess the conduct by players and award points accordingly.
Belan.
It was a good decision not to go for the second.
There is no need to take any risk whatsoever against Case Ahmed. And that includes a run between the wickets. Touch and turn, loud call, good understanding, go back. Just work him. That's all they need to do. Just work him. Treat him with the respect he deserves.
5 or 4 now. So they're just knocking the ball into gaps, which is good.
Guys, come on, guys.
They need to make sure that they have wickets in hand as well towards the end.
One.
Use of the feet, doesn't find the gap, will just be a single. Now the bowling options available for Chandimal, not as expansive as what we've seen from Colombo Kings in past matches. Surudana with 2 overs remaining. Ponzo, we haven't seen him with the ball. I just feel that at some point in time he will need to be used. Matthews off the field, Andre Russell off the field. Seven runs from the over. 1-1-1 for 6.
immediate concerns there is that Matthews will not bowl again. So he's 5 balls short. Chameera's 1 ball short. He's got 1 more over that he can bowl. Udana is only bowled 2, and he was getting some treatment during that last over. So there's issues there. And also Andre Russell's been picking up wickets of late. He's been their chief wicket taker of late, and he's not going to bowl at all because apparently he slipped in the change room. So they're in trouble here. Ponzo hasn't bowled yet.
But Hazy, are the Galle Gladiators smart enough? So far, they haven't been smart at all. In their stroke play and their approach, they're going after everything. Whereas all you needed was for one batsman to make sure you're there and get close to that target. Always remember, don't try to be a hero too early.
And by picking up 6 wickets, Colombo Kings has managed to take the required run rate up to 8. Doesn't look challenging, but 1 wicket here, 1 wicket, 1 wicket.
But you do have to say that the wickets were given. Very poor options when they were not needed, and when the team was in a great position, even running between the wickets, in question.
150. It wasn't a challenging total.
He's in trouble. He's bowled 2 overs and 1 ball. He's going to fight through here, but he's not going to be his normal self. So yet again, they can't do anything silly. They've just got to try and work this field. Dragging on the onside. That's okay, just the 1.
He'll get it up there. He is a competitor. Udana. This is where he got injured. Desperation. The fielding's been good for most parts from the Colombo Kings. Mohammad Amir, Nuan Tushar and Lakshan Sandakan are the batsmen to come. These two just need another 20 runs here in this partnership.
Pulled up after that delivery.
He'll be relying on those slow deliveries from here on Udana.
Straight to the man, a fine leg. It should be just the 1. I wonder if he's going to be able to, 1, complete this over, and if he does get through this over, will he be able to bowl his last over? Matthews will be hoping on the sidelines that he can, but he doesn't want to do anything worse. He wants to be able to come back and fire up for the final if they get through.
One thing's for sure, he's really struggling. Captain is not available as well.
He'll have to find 2 more overs from somewhere. Well, he's got a bowling option. Amil Aponso is there, brought in as a left-arm spinner.
Dragged, just the 1.
2 left-handed batsmen in the middle. That makes the captain reluctant to introduce that left-arm spinner. Have a look at him.
I think that might be it.
But that's where these batsmen need to be clever. Get to that stage. Keep knocking these bowlers around and get to that stage. And Udana needs to be careful that he doesn't do too much damage to himself by trying to push and push here.
Well, it's hard to work out what he did actually in the field. It didn't seem to be anything severe in the field, a bit innocuous. But now he's really struggling.
Is it his quad or the hamstring?
Short ball, picked it up. There is a sweeper out there, so it's again just going to be the single. So this over is all about singles, and that's fine when you're facing someone of this caliber. I think there's a little signal there that he wants to go off after this over.
Imagine, Hazy, the Colombo Kings limping, hobbling, crawling, and if they are still allowed to get over the line, imagine. Galle Gladiators doing so well in the field. They were brilliant. Their attitude, their approach, execution. 150, but they're making a hash of the batting.
Just had another massage. Case Ahmed. Righto, 5 runs from this over. 1 remaining. Slow ball. Slight fumble. And the bowler's end, run out. Oh my goodness, that is exactly what they didn't want to do. That is ridiculous. Bounced out of the hands, didn't go too far away, and they still decided to go through for the single. 1 made it and 1 didn't.
That was daft. In this situation, yes, there was a misfield, but the ball didn't go far. That was suicidal. Colombo Kings back again.
This is awful. This is awful. They keep continuing to commit suicide, the Galle Gladiators. Shehan Jayasuriya, he's run himself out for 22, and they're 7 down for 116. Here we go, the Colombo Kings hobbling off, but they're still in it. Strategic timeout coming up.
.35 from 24 balls, 3 wickets in hand. Mohammad Amir has arrived, and he's one of those blokes who doesn't play too many defensive shots normally. Eased onto the leg side with that. Single taken off the mark.
You've got to have game awareness. Have a look. The batsman is actually playing off the back foot. To get that momentum forward, he needed a bit of time. You've got to be a good judge of single.
Oh, guys! Well done, guys!
Now a single there. There was a single. So the misunderstandings are now causing more problems. Case Ahmed in his last over.
Here's a look at the run out. Look at the fumble. It hasn't gone far. Now, the 2 batsmen did not look at each other at all. They just responded to calls and didn't know what the story was with the guys that are backing up. That's solid. And has that gone for 4? Yes, it has. That's what they need. A boundary. That was important. There'll be one person who's going to be very happy about that, I'm sure. And here he is, the My 11 Circle champion fan of the day. He's enjoying his match on the phone with My 11 Circle. He's having a great time.
He doesn't know which team to pick here either. Dhananjay Lakshan.
Okay,
He's shown signs of being a batsman who can play shots, who can bat really well, but this is under pressure.
Buddy, don't take too much.
Can he keep going? 3 more deliveries from Qais Ahmed in this spell.
One.
Just the single.
Maybe Mohammad Amir can bring that calmness.
Here, which one?
The run out. Second run out of the innings. All his experience, all his calmness required from Mohammad Amir. This time with the bat though, not the ball. Short mid-wicket there to block that single.
It's under 30 now. Oh, has he gone big enough? Has he gone big enough? Yes, he has gone big enough. That's going to help the cause. That's also going to encourage him to do more of that.
He was just waiting for that leg spinner. Spotted that,
Come on, guys.
and he fancied his chances, swung the bat, and a great result.
Now he looked to go offside because the short mid-wicket came in. But then it was straight and he went with it.
23 from 19 now. 3 wickets in hand.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Stays at 3 wickets. That's Qais Ahmed's spell done. 128 for 7.
Well, that's what Chandimal was pointing after last delivery to the leg spinner. Why did you have to flight the ball? They needed a big hit, and they got it.
Three overs to go. A worried look by the Kings skipper on the sidelines. 23 from 18, 3 wickets in hand.
He wants a slip in because Dushmantha Chameera has the ball and this is his last over. Qais Ahmed has bowled out. Isrudana is not on the field. So he has to go to another bowler or 2 bowlers for those last 2 overs. Galle Gladiators just need to get through this over. Very, very important.
This is a series over. Oh, the call's 2. Come back easily for the second.
Many substitutes on the field. That's Dhammika Prasad, who managed to get across.
And that's what happened during the last over, the last delivery. That was the flipper, front of the hand, and look at the reaction. Why did you flight the ball? Why did you give the opportunity to Mohammad Amir to swing his bat?
Why didn't he bowl the flipper as well? Second last ball.
But I'll tell you what, Qais Ahmed has picked up a lot of wickets.
Oh no, there's no run there. Goodness me, settle.
Qais Ahmed picked up most of his wickets by bowling and using the flight. Matthews wants a slip in. Oh, he's setting the field from out there. That was before the over started because Chameera is your wicket-taking option. You've got to try and use him. Now, Qais Ahmed is also off the park. So is there another injury there as well?
Oh no. Where are they going to get players from if they get through?
A couple of days for the final. Hopefully they all recover.
That's nicely played. Right behind that. You cannot afford to lose a wicket now. That is the bottom line here. They cannot afford to lose a wicket. A couple of potential players on the sidelines, maybe? No.
They'll all be fine. Laurie Evans, Isrudana, Angelo Matthews, Andre Russell, a couple of days. They'll be good to go. But they need to get through here. 21 off 15.
Now this is getting tighter and tighter. Another cliffhanger.
Last 2 balls were dot balls. Big swing and a miss. 3 dot balls in a row now. And suddenly these guys are not used to this.
Well, we were wondering who's going to bowl. Well, Rudana has 1 over, and I just saw him doing some exercises, warming up outside. So quick work, and he probably will be back for 1 of the 2 remaining.
These 2 batsmen, they really have to do those mental calculations. Bowling options. Odana is not 100% fit. Matthews off the park. They have to get 1 over from somebody. Wait for that.
And they do need to get some runs off these last 2 balls now. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's gone for 4. That is a big, big situation.
My 11 circle champion shot. Dhananjay Lakshan gets them a little closer. You wanted runs, Hazy. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them.
Talk about improvisation. And in this situation, premeditated a stroke against a bowler who can get the ball to zip through. Brave effort from Lakshan. That indeed was my 11th circle champion shot.
Last ball for Chamira. Last ball coming up.
Lock into this one. This is another huge delivery. It's a dot ball in the end. I don't think that's too bad as far as the Gladiators are concerned, but the Kings will be very happy with that. 18 gone, 134 for 7.
He's running back on Isrudana, so not a lot of damage. He's not limping. So that's a real good sign for the Colombo Kings. So is Qais Ahmed. He's back on the field.
146 k's per hour that last delivery. That's gas.
Dhananjay Lakshan was disappointed. He had it covered but missed it just to use the pace.
Nervy moments.
Or just a reminder about the next one. That's the next semi. That's tomorrow. Viking versus the Stallions. Dambulla Viking versus the Jaffna Stallions. We've got a little bit of drama in the middle here. What's the story? Was he off the park for too long? I'm not too sure what's going on. Bit of a discussion. Oh, looks like he can't bowl. Discussion from the umpires. They got involved straight away. Obviously, they had a clock on it. Rudana's going to bowl, and he says, no, you can't bowl.
Maybe he can bowl the next one. So 6 more minutes he's got to wait to get back on.
So you can spend 6 minutes off the park only. Anything more than 6 minutes, you've got to come back on the park and make that time up before you can bowl. So if you're off the park for 10 minutes, you've got to make up those 4 minutes before you can bowl again. So he was obviously off for longer than this situation. Righto, so big discussion now. He can't bowl.
Take your time, bowl the 20th. That's what it is. Well, that's what's going on here.
Stopwatch. I think he was on it too. He knew. Yep, little glove punch. Maybe a signal from the sidelines.
Okay, Russell. Who should be bowling?
Still unable to decide. Maybe they're waiting for the instructions from the dugout. Tikshila De Silva is an option. He bowls seam up. There's Amila Oponsu. Left arm spin. We haven't seen him in either.
Whatever happens, the umpire's got to get this going. Umpire Damasceno, I'm sure. There he is. He's actually coming in the picture now. He's going to say, righto, boys, come on, let's get going here.
They take their time. They probably can get Isrudana to bowl the 20th. And they've taken about 10 minutes right now.
Yeah, the physio to be blamed. It took a bit of time.
Right, 2 overs remaining. 17 required from 2 overs.
They've gone with the seam up of Tixila De Silva. Is this the over? Mohammad Amir is on strike. They need to close that gap up. You don't want to be leaving too much for that last over.
Well, let me tell you, it might work in the favour of Colombo Kings if the batsmen, they get greedy and get carried away. Have to bat intelligently, have to bat.
Mohammad Amir is not thinking about defending, I can promise you that. He's not thinking about blazing cover drives either. He'll be looking to go leg side. That's his power area. Start of over number 19. It's a dot ball to start.
Tixila De Silva will skid the ball through. He won't get a lot of bounce either. Good start for him. Mohammad Amir under pressure now. He's got a dot.
I had left that cover area open actually, so he has got an opportunity if he goes through that region. There is a man at cow corner, so that's blocked. Deep backward square is open for a boundary. No one on that fence. Oh, that might be a wide. No, it's not. Thought it was, but no, it's not. A couple of dot balls to start over number 19.
Oh dear, the pressure building again. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it's inside the tram line. Wonderful call from the umpire.
And great thinking from the bowler. Created that angle. Was a great delivery though.
It is, with no one a deep backward square on the offside. Oh, it's dropped. Direct hits will be out, but it's not. Oh, that for one.
Straight to Case Ahmed. That was a catch for me. Straight in, straight out. Case will argue I saved 3.
Oh no. Oh no.
Direct hit, another run out. Direct hit would have had another wicket by a mile. 3 balls, 1 run in the 19th. Very important over, they usually say. It's been great from Tixila De Silva.
What tactics from Lakshan. We saw him improvising in the last over where he picked up a very important boundary. Moved away from the off stump, ramp shot, got 4 runs. What is he going to do now?
Choose the call.
Touch and decide to go back. Only 1. They're going to be in trouble here if they don't get a boundary off one of these deliveries.
Good over so far. Very impressive. Just keeping his wits about it.
Taking their time, taking their time. They need the clock to tick over to get Isuru Udana to bowl the last over. Umpire Kumara Dharmasena has a word. Just an equation. Colombo Kings were 137 for 8. They had 10 off the last. So they're battling for the runs. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Dharmasena comes in once more.
Umpires quite right. Umpires are getting involved, quite right. This is getting out of control now.
There is. Well, Colombo. Well, Colombo Kings, they have to realize their pure incense fair play award. But at the moment they're thinking everything is fair. 11 more.
Oh, it's another dot ball. My goodness, what an over this is. Now, whose Chanham will want to... himself, maybe. Oh, no.
I'm a net bowler, he says. I'm a net bowler. Or is he just taking the Mickey out of it? Not Mickey Arthur, he's taken off.
Well, Mickey Arthur might have insomnia and he'll be on watching this somehow in South Africa, and he'll be on the phone to the medical team, finding out what's going on. Last ball of the 19th over. They need a boundary. They're not going to get a boundary. It is going to be out. It's a wicket. That is an extraordinary over number 19.
Texila De Silva, you're a star. He was never interested in this game by the captain. And at a crucial juncture, he was given the job and he has delivered. Not only picking up a wicket, but making sure he didn't concede a boundary in this one. What an over.
What a turn of events. Another wicket falls. It's Mohammad Amir for 8. The Galle Gladiators keep sinking deeper. 136 for 8.
A little bit of a team talk there. There's 1 over remaining now. Bell Drummond was involved in the chat. And this is the reaction when the keeper had a bit of a chat to him. Now he's trying to get the captain's attention. Chandamal's there with the gloves. Oh, I haven't bowled. I don't bowl. What's he trying to do?
It's Udana still getting a stretch. Surely the clock would have ticked, but if the players are ready, they can't let him go.
Great over that was. Great over. Held his nerves. And produced an over which has changed the course of the game.
We have 6 deliveries left in this game. 15 required. And one of these teams, at this stage it looks like it might be the guys in blue and red, are going to go through to the final. The other one are done.
Looks like it's going to be Udana. The clock has ticked over. They've done it. They've done it very, very nicely.
Where is Bell Drummond? Is he now seriously relieved? Where is Bell Drummond? Ah, there we go. He's happy. Yeah, I'm here, Skipper. Skipper, I'm here if you want me. I'll bowl it. I really will.
He must have said.
I'm ready now.
when he was signalled, you're going to bowl the last over, he must have said, "Are you kidding me, Captain? I've never bowled in the nets."
Dhananjaya Lakshan, what a situation to be in. 15 required. Can he be the hero that the Galle Gladiators need? He's up against Udana.
Can they get a boundary early? Down the ground. Is it out? Oh, it's down. Oh, it's down. Case Ahmed. He hasn't fallen very comfortably there either. They come back for 2.
What's happening there with Kaz? This is the second time he has faltered. 2 easy chances cuffed up.
13 off 5. 13 off 5. That was a sitter. So much happening. Where will he go? Dhananjaya Lakshan.
Third man inside the circle. Oh, it's a slower ball. High on the bat. No pace on that whatsoever. And coming back for the second, and they do that. Udana can't move.
Desperation. Desperation. Everywhere. Batsmen are desperate to hit a boundary. Bowler is desperate. Fielders are desperate.
Went the wrong end. Back of the hand, slower ball. Now Udana knows a lot of that. That's his major skill. So he'll limp in and bring out those variations.
Huge ball. Oh, he's hit that beautifully. That's a wonderful shot. Has it gone for 6? It has gone for 6. That is a magnificent shot. Goodness gracious me, we are still alive here.
Why did he give extra pace? He bowled it quicker. 5 off 3. Dhananjay Lakshan. They breathe again. They breathe again, the Galle Gladiators. That's a wonderful hit.
I tell you, any coach or a top order batsman would be proud of that stroke. It just backed away from the leg stump, created his own weight, and just with a high elbow hit the ball effortlessly in a pressure situation for a 6. Wow.
One more hit. That's what Lakshan needs. Long off goes out, square leg in the circle.
1 hit, 5 needed. Along the ground this time, just going to be 1, I think. Oh no, they're coming back for the second. No, they're not. Decide on just the 1. So now it's interesting. 4 from 2 balls. 3 runs gives us a...
Can Sandakar hit the ball?
Well, Lakshan has been striking it really well. 31 off 23 to Lakshan, and Lakshan is on strike. Can Lakshan do it? So this is the question. Sandakar can or Sandakar can't?
3 runs, Russ, means a super over.
Just have a look at the fielders in the circle. They're all creeping in to keep Sandakar on strike. They're short of a fielder. They've just realized it. Look at point. Look at short extra cover. Mid-wicket, of course, has sneaked back towards that. Oh, he's going all the way. Square legs coming in. Lakshan Sandakar.
Can he hit a long ball?
At this stage, what's required is a Chinese cut.
2 balls remaining. 4 runs required. Oh, he's clubbed that over top, and it's 4 runs. That has gone for 4. That is a sensational victory. What a performance from the Gladiators. Look at him go. Look at him smile. Look at him charge. Magnificent stuff.
Believe it or not, Sandakar. We were not sure if Sandakar or can't. Sandakar for sure. 151 for 8. They've huffed and they've puffed and they've beaten Colombo Kings right at the death.
Brave. Very brave of Sandakar. He showed us that he can at the right moment. Made everybody proud. The fans, Galle Gladiators and his side. Wow.
Colombo have crashed out. They made it difficult for themselves all the way, but they've found the Lakshans. The 2 Lakshans at the end have got them into the final. And who would have thought about it maybe 4 or 5 days ago?
What a sensational game. Unbelievable. They won 2 games to get to the semis.
Hero of the last game, Kaiser Ahmed, been the villain. Dropped 2 catches, allowed the opposition to come back into the game and eventually win it. A lesson for the youngsters. Fielding is very important aspect of the game.
Unbelievable entertainment. There'll be a lot of people who'll be happy about that victory. It really was a superb performance. They certainly had their injury problems, the Colombo Kings, and big disappointment from them at the end, but gee, they came from behind at the end, the Galle Gladiators. Magnificent performance. Look at those smiles.
They've had their issues too throughout the season. Lots of injuries, players returning. Lots of changes happening, but towards the end, they seem to find a mojo that works for them. Nuwan Tusharo is one of those finds. Bowlers used well, understanding their strengths and weaknesses, and led well. Not with the bat today, but otherwise they've been brilliant in fighting back into this tournament.
Considering the top performer, Dhanushka Gunatilake, met a failure tonight and still were able to get over the line. should give them a lot of confidence and belief for the finals.
So they are now through to the finals. That is a magnificent performance. The big...
May I please have your attention? The store will be closing in 5 minutes. Please bring your items to the checkout now.
2020. Win together.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. Here we go. This is the second game tonight and it is going to be a beauty, this one. The Galle Gladiators versus Dambulla Viking. Match number 17. And it's going to be fascinating to watch because the Gladiators played really nicely last time around. And at the toss, the Viking side won the toss and elected to bowl first. I've got Rashan Abasinger alongside me to just have a look at the teams and also let us know the changes.
Yes, some interesting changes. 4 changes, obviously, experiments done by the Dambulla Viking. The name Kavindu Nadishan, that's a new name. He plays for the CCC. Paul Sterling Upul Taranga. Sudeep Tyagi is well known, but I'm very interested to look at Kavindu Nadishan, the right arm leg spinner. And of course, Galle Gladiators, they have no changes. They'll be wanting to continue that winning momentum. This is that look. This is the look of the Dambulla Viking side. Kavindu Nadishan will be the player to watch. Unknown quantity, but he's known to be a fairly decent leg spinner.
Galle Gladiators vastly improved in their last game than the one before that. Suddenly they clicked into gear. They had a couple of star performers. Omar Amir certainly one, picking up 5 for not too many. He was simply magnificent. That has been hammered away for 4. That's a wonderful way to start. That looks like a bloke who looks in pretty good form. Oh, he's got that through as well. This time backward a square. Back-to-back boundaries to start. That's very tidy. Picked up. Oh, he's picked the gap too. That's gone for 4. So the boundaries are coming early in the over. It's gone finer, and that's gone for 4 as well. That's gone through the gate in the end and fielded by the Galle Gladiator team. That's 4. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. That might be out. It is out. He's picked up a wicket. That is a magnificent delivery. Just a little bit of curve back in towards the batsman. That is outstanding.
He's got his line perfect there. The ball's just swung back and that would have hit the middle of middle. Really, really nice. That's his stock delivery. I think he was just a little bit nervous early on, but he got it right.
Brilliant stuff. So 33 for 1 now, Galle. Good connection. There's no one down there. Give yourself some room, and that is through. That is superbly played. Oh, that's hammered. That is hammered through extra cover for 4. That is a magnificent shot. Trying to take out a buggy. Oh, he's picked that up. That is an outstanding shot. That really is magnificent. Oh, that's really clever. That is really clever. That's gone for 4 as well. Chases on, but couldn't stop it.
Going with the momentum, taking on the ballers and producing yet another.
There he goes again, this time straighter, and it goes all the way for a 6.
Effortless, wasn't it? Nicely used the angle. Once again a boundary in the over.
Go on. Gave himself room but just couldn't get underneath it. Ramesh Mendi strikes.
Well, the idea was good to aim that area over extra cover, but not the execution. Picked up Rajapaksa for 31. It's 83 for 2.
An appeal, a loud appeal. Unmoved the umpire. Will they review? Yep, they do.
Here we go. Beautifully bowled again. 3 reds. And loud cheers in the middle. Back-to-back wickets.
Azam Khan getting a golden duck. He'll be dejected. Not the bowler though. It's 83 for 3.
Nicked and gone. It's another one. They're crumbling now. Gunatilaka feeling the pressure by losing wickets around him. Now it's his time. He has to depart.
How many times we have seen this? A set batsman getting out on a poor delivery. It was ordinary. It was short. It was wide. And the form Gunatilaka is in. It should have disappeared towards the fence. Wasn't the case. Only managing an outside edge. Once again, getting a few runs for his side. 46, and it's 90 for 4 now.
What a way to get off the mark. This is not good for the Galle Gladiators because they need Chadwick Walton to keep going. And in pushing for that second, he's done a hamstring. Well, Walton's off. That's another wicket effectively. So the Dambulla Viking, they're chipping away. They're chipping away and they're getting big fish.
That's away. Bit of escorting, and that's gone for 4. That's a nice way to finish that over. Oh, that's picked up, but it might have picked out the fielder. He has picked him out perfectly. That's exactly what they didn't want at this stage. They wanted that partnership to continue for some time. It didn't even get to 20. It's a little bit of good fortune for Dambulla Viking, but they will take that.
Sorry, young man. We put markers on you. Sorry.
That was an outstanding shot. Picked it off the pads and it was flying. Gone for 9. Galle Gladiators 122 for 5.
Dhananjaya Lakshan is the next man in.
Beautiful use of the feet. Nice striking.
Shan Jayasuriya is really looking to express himself. That's another boundary.
Premeditation. Good outcome here. A My 11 circle champion shot. Well, this one was full. And it goes long and all the way for 6. Well, it doesn't have the distance. The fielder settles and takes the catch.
Well, at a time when the Galle Gladiators needed a good finish, that's the back of the hand delivery, hardly any pace on the ball. He was looking to go more mid-wicket, but eventually holding out too long on. This is a big blow. Mistake on the part of Jayasuriya when he had to stay to the end. Anyway, he did play a good hand, 39 of 27, 148 for 6.
Wonderfully executed. Lakshan just taking over from Jayasuriya. Bowled him. Was the right line. He was searching for the Yorker. It went full.
Well, will Chadwick Walton come in? I think I saw him in pads. Or is it just that he hasn't removed his pads? I don't know. But it's a full toss. It was a high full toss. Just hitting the top of the stumps, and well, Mohammad Amir should be disappointed. It was more or less like a gift, which he couldn't connect. Amir doesn't go out for naught. 156 for 7. On the full, gets it fine. It's hit the rope on the full.
Slower delivery. In line with the stumps, and they will get two. Comfortable in the end. 12 runs from the last over. Galle Gladiators will be quite pleased with this effort. They had a good start, and they lost it a bit in the middle. But they've managed to hold on and produce a respectable total. 168 for 7. We've just witnessed the first half of this match. Galle Gladiators with the bat. Their captain, Rajapaksa, getting 31 and had a good partnership with Gunatilaka, who top scored with 46 yet again, showing good form with the bat. Sanjaya Surya was also very good, struck 39 from 27. And when you felt that the Galle Gladiators will not get close to 160, they did.
Kasan Rajita, very impressive, 12 dot balls in his spell. Ramesh Mendes, 2 for 28, very, very good as well. Dasan Shanaka, 2 for 38, and nice to see Dilshan Madashankar get a run, 1 for 24.
And for the second half, the Viking, well, they will have to chase 169 if they are to win this one.
Sterling is on his knees already, and he comes now. Haven't seen the best of him so far, so he'll be keen to get his team on the right path. Right for the word go, and he's got Dick Weller alongside him as well, who has played some really good knocks so far. Here we go. Oh, he's got him. That is an absolute beauty. That is a classic left-armer's delivery.
A seamer running in like that, getting it to hoop back in is a handful for anyone. You can see that angle towards the slips and then suddenly straighten. Hits middle stump. Paul Sterling gone. Double Viking, not for one.